Welcome on back, you guys. We got another DBD update. We got the patch notes handed out to us for the 7.50. I'm going to get to that, as well as other things on tap. So I'm going to go through my whole list and spiel here. I usually do DBD and other games with updates, only dealing with horror. I play horror games here on the channel as well. So if you want to subscribe, I'd be greatly appreciated, and hit the bell so you know when other videos come out, and a like on this one. Let me know down below how you like the patch notes and that at the end. First, we're going to start off with the Passion Project collection that has Hattie, Michaela, and Zarina. Got some cosmetics for those girls in there. And I'm going to get right to the other one as well, the Domrebel collection. Those cosmetics have Nia, Elodie, Vitnero, Fang, Legion, and the Trickster. Those ones are in that one as well. I think that's on the shop right now as we speak as well. So we are gonna get to other things too about the whole packs that came out. I mentioned this before in other updates, how they were gonna switch up all the DLCs and put them in certain packs and sell them. Well, I was right. Each pack is $20 a pop unless you buy the gold edition of Dead by Daylight. That's $70, by the way. Um, but yeah, each one of those packs that they separated that has old wounds, the darkness maddening one, that's in there as well. Um, and the macabre tales. Those ones are all separated from different DLCs, and they are 20 bucks a pop for each of those three. Unless you just buy the gold edition, which if you play Dead by Daylight from the start, there's no reason to buy that gold edition. Um, Other things to mention before I get into the soon to be patch notes right here. Mystery boxes are being mentioned for cosmetics and rift items. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but it has been mentioned. It may be coming. I thought certain countries are blocked from loot box stuff. I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure like Europe and that is not allowed loot boxes. So I could be wrong. I could be. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's not allowed. Now we're gonna get to the shrine. They didn't put up a picture for the shrine because they had so much news on other stuff. I didn't see no picture for the shrine, but I'm gonna tell you right now. Awakened Awareness Wesker's perk is on the shrine. Dramaturgy. Oh my god, that word. Dramaturgy. Nick Cage's perk is on there. Inner Focus is on there for Hattie, and Machine Learning and from the Singletary is on there as well. So if you want those perks, they are on there. I like when they do this, they have a good mixture of perks. I don't like it when they put a lot of the same perks like they did for Myers. They just did that for Myers, and I didn't like that too much. I don't really see the point in that. Like, you might as well have just put the last perk on there if you're going to put two of the same person on there and have the whole thing. Then why buy it? And then now we are going to get into the patch notes. The 7.50 patch notes. Alan Wake is coming to Dead by Daylight, as you can see of the picture. There's a lot of things with this update. A ton of things with this update. I'm going to go through some of it. I don't know if I'm going to go through all of it because some of it doesn't matter. I mean, like bots, I don't care. But the field of view settings. Field of view perk updates. Shadowborn. When blinded by any means, gain a 6, 8, and 10% haste status effect for 10 seconds. New functionality. Monitor and abuse. While in a chase, your terror radius is increased by 8 meters. Otherwise, your terror radius is decreased by 8 meters. Field of view clause was removed. The generators update. The 3-gen strategy, identifying closest 3 gens and defending only them, has become very strong, especially with certain killers. This can lead to long games and frustrations. To help prevent such situations, the following now applies. Each generator can only suffer 8 regression event maximum. After the max has been reached on a generator, the generator can no longer be regressed by the killer. Kicks, add-ons, perk related. Number of regressions per generator is indicated by increasing VFX after 3 or more regression events. Gens at max regression events cannot regress by the killer. That's kicks, add-ons, yada yada. Survivors failing skill checks still regress generators normally and do not count as regression events. Killer's kicked regression is increased by 2.5% to 5%. Gen tapping is no longer possible. To stop a generator from regressing, a survivor must repair 5% of the generator. Regression does not occur while repairs are in progress. Perks affected by this. Hex Ruin, of course. All generators are affected by Hex Ruin. While a generator is not being repaired by a survivor, will immediately and automatically regress repair progress at 50, 75, 100 of the normal regression speed. No longer deactivates when a survivor is killed. Surge and Scourge Hook Pain Renaissance does not create a loud noise notification if no progress is lost on the generator. Oppression only causes a regression event on the generator that was kicked. Overcharge, only the initiating kick counts as a regression event. So, what all that's saying is that, you know how you get 3 gen with survivors and the killer just stays within that area. Well, he just keeps going back and forth, kick a gen, kick a gen, kick a gen, just going back, making sure you're never escaping while he tries to slug you down. Well, now if it gets up to 8, it won't matter anymore. He can't kick it anymore past 8. And you'll be able to finish it and escape because his kick's not going to matter. I could see that being a good thing. I'm not too mad about that because personally, I think some games drag on way too long and we need to end it and move on to the next one. And if you know you've gotten beat, you know, there's 4 people alive and you're just running 3 gens, just trying to keep them in there with you, be that asinine guy. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. As a killer main, I am not opposed to that at all. I don't think that's too bad. New survivor, Mr. Alan Wake. He has come to the fog. From his fog to our fog, I guess you can say. There's not really fog, but still. Perks. Champion of Light. While you are holding a flashlight, this perk activates. When you are shining a flashlight, you have 50% haste. When you successfully blind the killer, they also gain 20% hindered for 6 seconds. This effect cannot stack with itself. Then this perk goes on a cooldown for 80, 70 to 60 seconds. Boon Illumination. Press and hold the ability button near a doll totem or hex totem to bless it and create a boon totem. Soft chimes ring out in the 24-meter range. Survivors inside your boon totem's range see the aurora of all chests and all generators in blue. If you have a lit boon totem, you cleanse or bless totems 6, 8, 10% faster. You can only bless one totem at a time. All equipped boon perks are active on your boon totem. I don't know about that one. I really, I don't know. I guess. I don't really see that being a good perk at all. Like, yeah, that dumb to not know where the gens are? I don't know. I could see the chests, sir. Chests, yeah. I mean, it's hard to find some chests, but gens? I don't know. Deadline. This perk activates when you are injured. Skill checks appear 6, 8, 10% more frequently when repairing or healing and appear in random places. The penalty for missing skill checks is reduced by 50. What? That's one messed up perk. This perk is activated when you are injured. Skill checks appear 6, 8, 10% more frequently when repairing or healing and appear in random places. The penalty for missing skill checks is reduced by 50%. Is it just to get more points? What's the point? I'm I don't know. You guys will let me know down below what you feel about that one. Is it to get more points? Because I don't think it's not going to make the gen repair faster or something. I'm a little confused. I don't know. That one, you have to let me know down below. That I don't know. I'm going to scratch my head on that one for a little bit. Killer update the Hillbilly. Oh, Hillbilly Jim. That's my favorite. Killer power. Press and hold the power button to break into a chainsaw sprint. The survivors hit during a chainsaw sprint are put into the dying state. Revving the chainsaw and sprinting with the chainsaw each cause the overdrive meter to increase. The meter decreases when the chainsaw is not in use. When the meter is full, the chainsaw goes into overdrive. Base changes. Increased chainsaw sprint movement speed 10.12 was 9.2. Decrease the chainsaw hit cooldown to 2.7, it was 3. Decrease the chainsaw miss cooldown 2.5, it was 3. Increase the movement speed during the chainsaw miss cooldown 2.3, it was 1.3. Decrease the size of the chainsaw's collision to improve navigation during the chainsaw sprint, and disconnected the chainsaw sensitivity from the controller sensitivity. Baseline sensitivity was set to 100% of the controller sensitivity. The special state, overdrive. While in overdrive, the chainsaw is enhanced. Chainsaw charge and speeds are increased, and chainsaw sprint cooldowns are reduced. Overdrive lasts for 20 seconds. The chainsaw charge speed is increased by 5%. Chainsaw sprint speed is increased to 13. The chainsaw cooldown is reduced to 10. Added a new loading tip regarding the overdrive meter. Added new score events using the chainsaw. Yeah, this is just when the overdrive triggers hit, when it's hitting a survivor, the chainsaw, when it goes in overdrive mode, when performing a chainsaw sprint for the 4 seconds or longer. This is a buff. This is a big buff. I got a feeling you're going to see a lot more old hillbillies out there now. That's a buff. That's a big one. Yanrio. We're just gonna say the manifest every time. We're gonna talk about the manifest. While Onryo can gain Bloodlust as usual, Onryo can enter chases as usual, and when Bloodlust is no longer lost, increased state of invisibility duration from 1 to 1.2 seconds. Only a 0.2 sec. Why even change it then? Like 0.2, Jesus. That's going to make much of a difference to me. Killer power. Cooldown from previous update removed. Condemn gain from teleports increased to 1 full stack. Teleporting applies condemned to survivors within 16 meters of the TV where the image projects or any other powered TV. Powered TVs now have a VFX showing range at all times. Are revealed to survivors within 16 meters. Hooking a survivor lacks. Alright, that works. I think that's pretty cool. VHS tapes. That even helps survivors. No longer grant protection from gaining condemned. Survivors is no longer gain condemned to hit while holding a tape. Survivors no longer lose their tape when attacked. Survivors must bring their tape to the Verge TV. Highlighted in yellow. Retrieving a tape now takes 1 second. It was 2. Insert, so it's faster for the survivors to get the tapes and use them. Makes sense. Some of the add-ons that were touched. Videotape copy, or Rico's watch, ring drawing, tape editing deck, and the iridescence videotape. All these have been changed as well. I'm not going to read every single one of these because I will be here for hours, for another hour. Like literally. I will put it down below in the info if you guys want to go read them. They will be down there in there for you all to go back and read. Killer add-on updates for the Blight, Blighted Rat, Blighted Crow, Adrenaline Vial, Alchemist Ring, Compound 33, Iridescent Blight Tag, all have been changed at some way or another. I think this is a nerf. See, increase speed rush by 2% for each consecutive rush. It was 4. Increase is rushed by 3. It was 6, yeah, so he got a little bit of a, decrease, a little bit of a nerf there. Perk updates, Quick Bandit, Save the Best for Last, and Grim Embrace. Quick Gambit. When you are chased by the killer, see other auroras of gens within 36 meters. Survivors working on highlighted generators receives a 3, 4, and 5% speed boost to repair action. That's a new functionality. Save the best for last. You become obsessed with one survivor. Earn a token for each successful basic attack that is not dealt to the obsession. Each token grants a stackable 4% was 5. Decreased successful basic attack cooldown. You earn up to 6, 7, and 8 tokens. It was 8. When the obsession loses the health state by any means, lose 2 tokens. You cannot gain tokens as long as the obsession is sacrificed or killed. Oh, I'm sure that's gonna make some people mad who run that. Grim Embrace. Each time a survivor is hooked for the first time, gain a token. Then when you leave the 16-meter range of that hook, all generators are blocked 8, 10 to 12 seconds. New functionality. That's new. Yeah. Upon reaching 4 tokens, when you leave a 16-meter range of that hook, the entity instead blocks all generators for 40 seconds. The obsession's aurora is revealed to you for 6 seconds. So, I guess we're going to say some good changes and some bad changes with those 3. I guess you guys can pick your poison there of which ones are good and which ones are bad down below. I know which ones I'm picking, so I'll let you guys decide that. Maps to Mount Ormond update. They are changing Mount Ormond a little bit. They're going to be updating it a little bit, changing around some things, making it more loopy. So, went through to update the gameplay to make it more fluid and fitting with the loops and to actually add gameplay. That tells you enough right there. That's all you need to know. These bug fixes are a lot. There is a lot of bug fixes. My God, man, there is a list. I'm gonna go through some of them. Maybe I can get through them all. I don't know. Fixed an issue that caused the left arm of the naughty bear to appear broken when placing down a bear trap. The trapper can now pick up bear traps. Right? Who did the art here? Who did the reading? Look at this. Right? After placing them without having, sounds like me talking almost. The first move away, the Blight's power to longer starts to recharge during the rush cooldown animation. Fixed an issue that caused the screen to turn black after teleporting to the Lament configuration when spectating the Cenobite. The Nemesis zombies now lose collision after infecting a survivor to prevent being able to leave the area and getting hit a second time. Knight can now start an order on the survivor's position. Does that mean the Knight's coming out of the banned land? Because, I mean, he's still banned, ain't he? Survivors now cough and scream when exiting a locker or vaulting into one of the clowns after. Oh, okay. I was going to say there for a minute. I was like, what? They're going to cough every time they come out of a freaking locker now? That's a bunch of bullshit. Find an issue that caused survivors to be teleported to a random part of the map after landing on one of the old hag's mud phantasms. The drop pallet interaction now has priority over Crush Victor when the survivor is near a pallet and the twins Victor on their back. Alright, the executioner can now properly create a torment trail going up the stairs. Well, I hope. Mastermind. Nurse can now buff her blinks during her fatigue state. Cenobite can no longer see hiding survivors when passing through lockers. Let's see here. Audios were fixed. The bots were fixed more. Like, I'm not going to read this stuff. It's not really, like, groundbreaking changes or anything. Environment and maps. Most of this is all Orman from right here. That's all of Mount Ormond being changed. whenever they release this update, when that new map drops, that was all changed in there too. So, fixed an issue in the red forest where front side of the generator on top of the hill was not accessible to players. Yep, there was a collider or something there, not letting me do anything. Fixed an issue in the treatment theater where the items are clipping to the ground. Fixed an issue on the underground complex as Xenomorph's tail attack gets blocked. Fixed an issue in the treatment theater where players could not interact on one side of the generator. Yep. Fixed an issue in Lampkin Lane where the players would get stuck after leaving the repair of a generator behind the house. I've never had that happen. Fixed an issue in the Garden of Joy where items could be hidden underground. Yep. Fixed an issue where the underground complex was missing in the match management of custom game modes. Well, I don't know that one because I don't play too many custom game modes, so I am all online. So, but these are all the Ormans. I'll let you guys go through and read all of them ones. Let's see if any of the rest of these are worth mentioning. Some of these perks have been fixed. Fixed an issue that caused the audio cue to not always play when a survivor enters the basement when equipped with the territorial and primitive perk. Fixed an issue that caused a survivor to scream when trapped in a bear trap after using the dramaturgy perk. Oh my god, that word. Dramaturgy. Turgy. Oh, forget it. Decisive strike now properly triggers when grabbed. Who thinks of these words at that place anyway? Like, how? That don't even come to mind when I'm thinking of any perk or anything. What the? Anyway, decisive strike now properly triggers when grabbed by the mastermind's virulent bound. Open-handed now increases empathetic connections, Aurora readings range. Going into the dying state with plot twist perk while holding the lament configuration no longer causes it to be solved. Alright. And these are all the UIs and UXs that have been fixed. And that is it for all of them. I'm going to put this link down below in the info if you guys want to read it, if you didn't get to see it properly or whatever, it's a little blurry for you. I'm going to put it down below for you all. But that is it. That is my DBD update for the week. I think we covered everything that is out right now or coming out. I do this. I try to do it weekly. We'll see what comes out next week and see what I can do for you all. So have a good rest of your day. Like I said, if you're not following, hit that subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. You know, whenever other videos come out, I do single player horror as well as multiplayer. And yeah, hit the like and let me know down below what you like and what you don't like about all these updates. I will catch you all later. Have a good rest of your day, and I'm out of here.